I've been having a lot of success on Twitter lately, driving traffic, getting followers, and making connections. And I wanted to put together this video to tell you the 5 things that I've been doing to have really great success on Twitter.
10 bands.
The first thing that I've been doing, honestly, is just paying attention to my data. I've been doing a really good job tracking what I've been doing using Twitter Analytics, using Google Analytics, and using Follower Wonk. Now, Google Analytics obviously tracks website traffic, so every time that I post a link, I check the engagement on the back end. Is it driving visits, first of all? Is it driving engaged visits? How long are people staying on the site? Are they bouncing? Are they converting? I've been looking at a lot of things like that, and I've been realizing that Twitter is a really good traffic source. I've also been really into Twitter Analytics lately. It's really easy to find. All you do is you go up to Analytics when you're in your Twitter platform and check it out. And what it tells you is the front end engagement data of your tweets. So things like how many impressions your tweets are getting, how many clicks your links are getting, how many overall engagements, retweets, followers, top followers, all these things are really important because what you can do with that data is optimize your profile. And what I mean by that is you can optimize what time you're tweeting during the day, if you're tagging people, if you're using images, if you're using links, all of these different things is all lies in your data, and you can get those answers and really optimize your account to maximize your engagement on your content. Number 2 is using hashtags. Now, I know you've heard this tip a million times before on all these other blogs, like use hashtags. It's your typical run-of-the-mill Twitter advice, but let me explain here for a second because a lot of people abuse their privilege to use hashtags, and I actually advise some people not to use them, like this person, who just goes completely apeshit on the hashtags that are completely irrelevant, and honestly, they make her look like a 3rd grade girl. I'm talking about using hashtags what they're meant to be used for, and that's for trending topics. And specifically, I go to a lot of conferences, and if you just jump into the conversation on those conferences using that hashtag, or even if you're not at the conference, just understand what's going on in the world around you and jumping in those conversations, you can have explosive growth and explosive reach on your content. I'm telling you, because anybody who's involved in that hashtag is going to amplify your content by retweeting, favoriting, replying, all this stuff, and it's a great way to grow your following and expand your reach. Number 3 is building an account with authority. And what I mean by that is I've been really taking pride in the ability to influence, or at least portray myself as an influencer. And what I'm specifically referring to are those people that follow like 10,000 people in the hopes that they'll follow them back and then they'll unfollow them. To me, this is just as bad as that person who's doing all those random 3rd grade hashtags, right? I mean, when you look at a profile and you see someone with 10,000 followers, but they're following 20,000 people, are you really going to listen to what they have to say? You're just going to kind of brush them off, right? I mean, my opinion, when I look at someone like that, I'm like, I have trouble following 100 people and staying up with their tweets, let alone 20,000 people. What that tells me is that you don't give a shit about the people that you're following. You're just doing it to build your own following, and you're selfish. And to me, that just completely detracts from the whole purpose of being a human being and connecting on Twitter. So don't do that. Take pride in your ability to grow an account. Take pride in your ability to influence. Number 4 is I've been targeting a lot of big influencers and finding out a way to get my stuff on their account. The best way to work with influencers is to add value. There's a ton of ways to add value, honestly, and they're really easy, low cost, and low effort. You just gotta do them regularly. And first things first, start by retweeting their content. I know personally when somebody retweets my stuff, I'm grateful because you're helping me spread my reach. So if anything, you got my attention, and I'm seeing your account, I'm seeing you as a person, and maybe I'll even follow you, depending. Another great way is to leverage your internal resources. I'm talking about a blog, a podcast, whatever sort of content you're creating, link out or feature that influencer in your content. You can add a ton of value to someone by just linking from your blog post to their site. Not only do you send traffic, but you send a ton of SEO equity their way as well. And people are always grateful when you link out to them. All you have to do is send them an email, say, hey, so-and-so, I wrote this blog post, you're featured in it. Here's the link, you can check it out if you want. And if they're a halfway decent human being, I promise you, they will at least tweet it out, let alone push it through their other channels as well. The final way to add value, and this is something honestly that I've really built my agency and career on, is guest posting. And that's creating value by creating content for their site. Now, it's a lot of work, but I promise you, guest blogging is really, honestly and truly one of the best ways to not only build your Twitter following, but build your personal brand, build SEO equity to your site, and drive a ton of traffic to your site. Honestly, I strongly suggest that you guest blog like crazy. The fifth and final thing I want to share with you guys is about building a following and truly investing in the growth of your account. You can do this in a number of ways. Number one, you can invest money, and I strongly suggest that you do. If you're serious about growing your Twitter account, Twitter ads are super easy to set up. They're ridiculously cheap, and they're really, really effective. If you really want to grow an account, throw 10 bucks, $5 a day ad spend at your account, and I promise you, you're going to get a ton of really high quality followers. Now, if you're on a budget, you don't have to invest money. The most important investment you can make, honestly, is your time. And just being a human being. I mean, using Twitter for what it's intended for, to communicate, to talk, to engage, not just blasting links and retweeting the hell out of people. Have a thought, man. It's 140 characters, it's difficult, it's a science, it's an art. Get good at it. And I promise you, if you can do that, your following will grow. The last tip that I have, and honestly, this isn't just for Twitter, this is for the good of your online marketing and business, is to create. Create content, create unique value, and I promise you, your Twitter account will not only grow, but your email list, your Facebook, your connections, your friends, everything, and most importantly, honestly, your sales will grow. Invest in creating something and invest in creating unique value, and I promise you, the market will reward you. So that's all I got for this quick video, guys. I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Ryan Stewart. If you like this video and you want to see more, all you have to do is click the like button below and you will get these amazing videos on your Facebook or YouTube or whatever feed that you're seeing this on right now every week. Take care, guys.